I don't know if it's a stream key. Oh yeah. Hello, hello. How's it going, everybody? Good night. Welcome, 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 welcome. What the hell was that? Welcome, everybody. How's it going? How's it going? Yeah. These guys are funny. All right, so welcome everybody. Let me lower this volume. How's it going? How's it going? I hope everybody doing well right now. Let me see here right quick. I have something new today to explore. We have exploration here with the model samples. I hope my voice is not coming in so hot. It's kind of loud, but I don't know. You guys let me know if it's coming in too hot. I lowered it a little bit. There you go. Is it coming in too hot? Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. How's it going? How's it going, everybody? Yeah, I gotta fix that. Who's that Pokemon? Let's see here. Let's make a quick screen capture here. Bam, baby. Damn. We're gonna fix that problem right quick. I hope everybody's doing well today. We got something new. It's gonna be the last stream of before Christmas break. The last stream. I thought last week was like the week before Christmas, but no, it's this week. What am I doing here right quick? Let's see. Oh my God. Yeah, there's no way for me to change this thing. Anyways, let's rock and roll. So, I'm here going crazy. The other day I was thinking, because I'm looking at these model samples right here that we got. I got a really long time ago. And I say, well, there's nothing I can do with it. I don't want to get rid of it because to me it kind of has like a sentimental value just because it was one of the first things that I got, and this was the first one, and then I got the motorcycles, and I got rid of the motorcycles for my own reasons. It's okay. I mean, you can have it all, right? You can have it all, guys. Let's make some noise, all right? So I got here. This is a new project, and then let's make sure everything's working. It got its own channels. So what I did is I can't take the factory sounds off of the model samples, So what I did is I collected a whole bunch of I got wavetables, and I got Cuckoo's wavetable pack that I got a really long time ago. It got great sounds in there, and I'll check them out in a minute. And then I got some atmospheric sounds from JV 3020, I think it is. Then ethnic sounds from the same synthesizer. Then I got some stuff from Music Radar. Drum and bass pad samples, and I got more pad samples from the same stuff. And I got pad effects, and then I have a whole bunch of sounds from I was checking my files on my MPC files, and I had a whole bunch of key groups, and those key groups they're called The Source, and I think they're online somewhere. I forgot the company that makes them, but there's a whole bunch of sounds in there that sound really, really, really good, and I put them inside the memory of the model samples. Now today's theme is about making ambient sound with it, right? And I know there's dedicated boxes out there, but for me, I don't wanna go out of my way buying a new box to make it happen. It doesn't have everything, but then as you can see right next to it, I have this pedal just in case I want to add a boost or some modulation, extra modulation. These boxes right here, they come in handy. That's the Zoom CDR 70, 70 CDR, sorry, Zoom 70 CDR multi-effects pedals. For the first version, the Mark 1 versions that I like more than the second version. They're way more valuable. If you go online, you will figure that one out. They're more valuable because you can change all the effects on it and have effects from a whole bunch of different boxes inside of this tiny box right here, which makes it an amazing box, right? So I'm gonna open here a new track because I won't wanna use this thing that much. We're gonna use triggers, but then instead of, we can use either the box or the MIDI controller over here, whichever is fine. Output channel 1, MPC8. Let's go. There you go. All right, so let's find something. All right, so here we got on the source a whole bunch of different sounds. These are basses. Let's keep going down. These are instruments, but now we're getting to the pad side. Let's use this one, and I'm gonna put one trigger, and then the next thing you want to do is you want to go to function page, and you want to, instead of scale it by pattern, we're gonna scale it by track. And this track, I'm gonna scale it to 1/8, so it's gonna go 8 times slower, basically what it is, 8 times slower. So you're gonna see it right here. Let me see what happens here. There's I don't know what happened here. There you go. Sorry about that. It's a little bit short. Let's add more. We're gonna reverse it. Let's reverse it. All right, let's put some reverb on that. Let's actually change this to... Let's do this thing. It takes a little bit of time. Okay, so the thing is that I'm gonna be doing this and then I'm gonna be adding more. You got 6 tracks that you can use at the same time. So we're gonna check second track, 1, 2, 3, let's go back and I'm gonna take some atmospheres from here. Let's take this gong and see. All right, let's add another one. Let's check out the sounds. Yeah, it sounds awesome, I think. If I can add stuff down here, let's say some modulation, you will hear it. This is a random filter. What's going on, Twin Cities? Oxygen in the house. Let's add another track. And then let's make let's check these effects out. And it's pretty cool. You can turn them off, the ones that you don't want. Then you can bring them back in. Let's lower the length to 1 step. Or 2. And then you can give that a chance. Let's see, 1 in 4. I think it sounds awesome. And if I add another extra delay over here, it will go even more crazy. We can add some different reverb over here, other than the one that comes with it. Let's put some cave. It just adds something different to the whole thing. Now, we're gonna temporary save. So with temporary save, you just save it temporarily to the area, and then you can do all their crazy mangled stuff, and then you can reload the pattern back to normal if you want. So let's do that right quick. Let's do some weird stuff. All right, let's get another track in here. Let's get that. And then we can make 1, 2, 3. We can make. Let's load one of them cuckoo stuff here. General Mega Drive. Let's get a different pattern. That was the first pattern, and we're gonna choose a second pattern now. And I'm gonna show you other sounds that you can make with it. It's a little weird. Maybe some people don't like it. It's I mean, it's not. It's just experimental sound, right? So you can get very experimental with this box, and you know, it can be a great additive to other types of music. You know, let's let me grab a couple of sounds in here. All right, let's get some kicks. All right. Okay. So kick and snare, that's good enough for me right now. Santiago 84, yes sir. Santiago 84, that's my last name. Santiago 84 is the year that I was born. Pretty cool, huh? That they did that with this box, is they give you the option to write stuff on your box. I never got rid of this one. As you can see, very close. It's all dirty. I have to clean it. You know how many times I cleaned this machine? 100,000 times. That's the bad thing about, you know, white color on the boxes. There's nobody lurking today. Remember, people, I told people last week I wasn't coming back until Christmas was over. But then I thought I was like thinking like a week ahead. Like I wanted to do it like, you know, the week of next week. We have Christmas, so I'm not gonna be doing anything. I'm gonna like focus on my family and stuff like that. Yeah. So I'm gonna create something here right quick. Let's grab this kick samples right quick. All right, so we're gonna go here. We're just gonna do like a little drum and bassy type of thing. I like that one. Let's add some All right, let's go. Let's hear in context with the first pattern. It might. It just gives it something different. This gives it like it gives life to the party. Let's see what happens if we choose a new track, and we can add. Let's add some of the wavetables, single cycle wavetables. Let's add some FM. Let's see how it sounds. Nintendo. All right, let's go, baby. So you get the drift right there. So let's check the second pattern right here. Okay, track 1. 1, 2, 3. All right, let's find some more stuff. There's more stuff in here that we can use. Music radar. What's going on, Aaron Parties? Aaron Parties. Q-Link edit. Yeah, bro. So don't give up on your equipment yet. Let's choose another track right quick. Yeah, I got this kind of messed up right there on the camera. Let's get this radio go. Let's get another track. Yo, what did I do? One, two, three. Let's go here, I guess. Choose a different sound just to fuck with it. so I can turn off more of the stuff. To mute that last one. Okay, let's use the rhythm right here. It's the Syra. music, I'm gonna let you guys go. Oh, what's going on? What's going on? Rourke music. Stuck in a steel drum. What do you mean? What's going on? What's going on? What's going on? Just here making noises with the model samples. Using the model sample as like maybe ambient, padish type of ambient machine. In the meantime, waiting on one more machine to come in, probably on Thursdays coming in. Gonna have some fun with that. It's not the greatest machine. It's not the best machine, but it's still a really good machine. And that's coming next Thursday. I think my setup has reached its peak point at this moment. I think maybe by next summer, I'll be buying newer equipment. Hopefully, if I can make it happen by next summer, I'll get the MPC Live 3. Hopefully. It all depends on how things are going, if I really need it. Right now, I'm able to make my music with the Live 2, and I got so much stuff already that I can make like 5 different setups right now if I wanted to, so it's all redundant. I think it's each machine has its own character and its own thing. MPC Live 2 is a do-it-all and still very powerful. If people can't make music with a Live 2, I don't know what they're doing buying a Live 3, but okay, whatever. I've seen some people doing great things out there, and the people that are really good at programming, they're getting their hands on the Live 3 and they're killing it. I seen there was this lady that did like a little short video where she set up some drum and bass using the XY pads and setting up really cool sounds with the XY and like she's expressing herself with the XY pad. It sounds really good. Awesome, like on the fly. Now I've been watching videos of the SP404 Mark II, and I'm very interested in the SP404 Mark II for one single reason, which is like the live effects that it has. Really good live sound mangling effects, and for the price is not bad. I can get a good deal out there on Mark II. That's another piece of gear on the list that I might get, and you know, and maybe because of the price, right? But if the price wasn't a problem, I'm seriously thinking about an Octatrack just because of the immediacy, like you know, with the effects and all these things. And all that stuff. It'll be awesome to have that on the lineup. But if I get an Octatrack, I have to get rid of the MPC because there's no space for 2 giants in here. Like it'll have to be one or the other. Maybe, yeah. Wish us luck. Wish me luck. I got my wife is going on surgery tomorrow, and it's a little bit nerve-wracking. I'm trying not to take it as hard as, you know, because it's not a very difficult procedure, but and it's not a long-lasting procedure, but still she gotta go into that. They're gonna put her in you know, you know, they're gonna sedate her, and she's gonna be under the knife and all that stuff, and it's always nerve-wracking. I still gotta go to work tomorrow, and I don't know if I don't know if I'm gonna be able to. They might need my assistance here at home. Um, yeah. And other than that, everything should be fine. My health issues are getting better. I mean, I don't have that many health issues, but the ones that I have, they're like, sometimes it bothers me. I'm in my 40s already, so it's like I gotta be careful what I eat. I gotta be careful what I eat and when do I eat, and to eat on time and all that stuff. Nothing major. It's just, it kind of sucks when you get older. Your body does not like certain things. It will let you know. So, the other thing, I don't know how the microphone is coming through, but this is a new lapel microphones that I bought for the cheapo. I don't know how it's coming, the sound, if it's coming clear enough for you guys, and it's from the same brand. I don't know if you guys heard of this guy right here. Is this brand is cheap, one of the cheaper brands, and this is the case. This is for, they're like wireless microphones, right? So I recommend it. I've been using it for a really long time now, more than a year now, and they hold their charge for a really long time. The box itself recharges those microphones many, many times over with no problem. And I got their lapel microphones. I got two for $11. You can't beat that. Two for $11. I got one spare one here, if anything, or if I'm gonna do a podcast with somebody else. And they sound really, really good. I hope it's coming through very good. Yeah, I might need a little bit more high, so that's all equalizing stuff. I might need to equalize my microphone a little bit better. Yeah, but you know how it goes. Let me delete this. I'll show you. Maybe if I put a good equalizer here, I might be able to line it up. There you go. A little bit lighter, a little bit lighter. I just don't want the 1000Ks. And then low filter. Let me see. Hello, 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 hello. There you go. You can put some harmonics in so it sounds a little bit this, that. There you go. The input a little bit more. I don't know if it sounds a little bit more clear, a little bit more clear. I don't know how much more clear can I sound. I'm not sure. Yeah, it should sound better. Just my voice is like this, so I don't know what else to say. Yeah, my voice is just like that. And what can I say? It's amazing. It's been a long week, and I've been playing Minecraft with the kids today. It was awesome. All the kids at the same time. We're all playing in the big screen, so it's awesome. It's an awesome thing to do. People, I feel if you don't have family members, have some time, good times with your friends. Give your friends a call if you don't have family members. I keep like saying this thing because life, it's about family and the people you love around you. And I can't just say it. I can't stop saying it. And I know a lot of people try to be hard out there, and they love being hard. And I've been the hard road too, and I've been a hard person before. And time flies, and sometimes we waste time on things that don't make any sense. So being hard doesn't get you anywhere anyways. We gotta love each other. There's people that you won't like. There's bad people out there, so the bad ones we take them out of the way. But there's a lot of good people still out there. Remember, it's a time of family. You know, sometimes you see somebody, you always see somebody out there that don't have a home and they're homeless. Give them a plate of food at least. Don't give them money because they're gonna get high. But give them a plate of food, some really nice hot tea or a hot coffee or a hot toddy, and you know, make their Christmas a great Christmas. I mean, what else? Oh, yeah, like I always mentioned, the kumite. Can anybody tell me what's the first? When do we drop the first song? I don't know. I gotta ask since Samurai, but what week do we start? Do we start on January or what? I don't know. Everything's to be discussed right now, so I don't know. Anyway, I'll ask over there. So all this crazy music that I'm writing here is just basically a live jam that I'm doing, experimenting with the model samples and getting some ideas, waiting on the new machine. The new machine, for you guys, if you want to know, is gonna be the DeepMind 12 desktop, and it's gonna be like the old version. It's not gonna be the newer version. Let me see here. I'm sorry, let me see if I can put the window capture, Safari start page. I don't know if you can see. Can you guys see the website? Can you hear me? Yeah, it's this one right here, the old school one. Look at this guy. This one. This one is way cheaper than the one I got. Let me see that. Used. It's a used Behringer. So I got me a used one too. So who cares? I mean, so I got me this one right here. I could have gotten cheaper, huh? Wow. That's a bummer. So there you go. That's the DeepMind 12 analog polyphonic desktop synthesizer, 4 effects engines, 2 oscillators, 2 oscillator LFOs per voice, 3 ADSR generators, 8 channel modulation matrix, 32-step control sequencer, tablet remote control, built-in Wi-Fi. Okay, so let's talk about this right quick. Let me lower this. My headphones are all the way up. Let's talk about this right quick. Yo, that DeepMind that I just saw right there, that's a really good price. This is way cheaper than one I just bought. I mean, look at that, $479. Look at that. Oh my God, I should have gotten this one instead of the other one. Man, oh man, I'm stupid. What can I do? But you see, they don't show you. It's a used, and it's a used unit, and they're putting stock pictures, so I wouldn't trust that much. You see, when they show you stock pictures like this, they don't want to show you how the one that they're selling you looks like. So you gotta be careful out there. I'd rather pay a little bit more and at least get the what's that? How's it going, George G's? Yeah, $400 cash in a case near me. Yeah, I already ordered mine. I paid what I paid. What can I do? I pay what I pay. I still pay way less than brand new, so yeah. Well, this is an incredible machine right there. I don't know, you know, there's different views on the situation. There's people that say they don't like it. Other people say it's only 2 oscillators, blah, 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 blah. Yeah, it's actually, it's 2 oscillators, but it's 12 voices of those 2 oscillators. So it's a shit ton of sound. I saw comparisons with the Juno 106. This is basically an extended version of a Juno 106. And I saw the sound comparisons. It sounds great. It's a great synthesizer. It does really good sounds. I can't wait to get my hands on it because I'm the type of guy, I like to check. I like to go into that engine and mangle the whole thing and play with it. And especially, you know, if it has 1 LFO per voice, I don't know what I'm able to do with that, and what destinations I have in there. I have no idea, right? But you know. Yeah, back in 21, 575. It's okay. Yeah. I still paid a little bit less, you know. Yeah. I hope I'm gonna love it, and not just that. I'm getting rid of the SH4D, and it's up for sale. And it's not because I don't like it. It's because I want something different. I want my sound to be a little bit more. I want the analog grit that comes with analog synthesizers, and that's what I want. So, and also I want it to be polyphonic, right? So a polyphonic analog should be just fine. Plus I already have another polyphonic, the Hydrosynth makes a ton of sounds. And the Hydrosynth, I'm gonna use it for like I'm gonna start using it for like bass and things that are very difficult to achieve, things that are achievable with like wavetables, and that's why I want to use that. DeepMind 12 keyboard, but I don't like keyboards. I don't have the space. It has to be a desktop model. Yeah, desktop model. I can't do full-on keyboards. I got one keyboard for everybody, for all the synthesizers. And then the other thing, I don't know if you can see. Let me show you here. Let me change the camera right quick. I don't know. Let me change the camera right quick. Boom, boom. There you go. You see, I need to find a way of making. I gotta find a way of making this setup more comfortable. This right here, this one is already slanted, and this one right here is already slanted. So I could have them on the what's it called? These things right here, the desktop stands. I can put them up there, right? So I need to rearrange this thing again and put the big boys on top where they are reachable. But the problem with these ones that are slanted is that they're gonna have a even more pronounced angle on them, and they're gonna be really angled. You know, instead of being, they're gonna be angled like more like that. Like more angled than that, a little bit more like that, right? So let me see. Yeah. So you see, it's kind of steep. You know, maybe it'll work. But you see, if I put it here, you see, It can't go like this. It's gonna be like this, right? So they're not gonna be flushed all the way like I would like to. But what I would do is then I will put this one. Okay, the three ones that are gonna be slanted are this guy right here. The problem is that the drum machines, I like them a little flat, so I get to play them better. The MPC, this angle is perfect, right? Can you feed a 3-tier A-frames that no, I don't have space to my right, I don't have space to my left. Everything's gonna have to be here on the table. I wish, man, I wish. You don't have any idea. I want to take all this crap. This is my wife's stuff. I would like to take all that stuff and throw it in the living room, but she doesn't want to. You know, we got 1, 2, 3, 4. We got 4 printers. We got a heat press. We have a cup press. It's for pressing cups and mugs. And then we have empty cups in boxes, and we got a shit ton of stuff that has to do with the that's my next move, man. What the hell? That's what I'm trying to do. That's the next thing I'm trying to do right now this next year. Hopefully, if God bless me with health and I can keep working and doing all this stuff, because a house is going to be 30 more years of pain, baby. 30 more years. So, yeah, hopefully that comes through, you know. I already have it planned out how I'm going to do it. That's why I'm not buying any more synthesizers. These are the ones that I'm going to have until further notice. And what I really did is that I got, you know, they say that, you know, the guys were making fun of me because I said that I got rid of synthesizers. That you know, sometimes it's not great to have too many things that don't sound good. I mean, I had a shit ton of little synthesizers. What's the point? To have a whole bunch of little synthesizers that don't sound great. I'd rather have 4 or 5 things that sound really, really good, and that's it. You know, 5 things that sound really good. You can't get better than that. You know, you have a polysynth, then you have another polyphonic synthesizer that can be a mono synthesizer, that can be anything. Then you have a FM synthesizer that gives you that FM sound, right? Then you have the MPC that can take any sound and play it back. Plus, it has a shit ton of stuff in there if you want to make noise. And then you have a analog drum machine to cover the fact that, you know, that you can run on this machine. It plays samples like this one, right? But there's a big difference. The samples, when you play it on the analog rhythm, they go through the analog circuitry all the way. We're talking about filter, amplifier, and overdrive, and the delay, the reverb. So it gets the whole chain. So when you play a sample on this thing, it's a whole different thing, you know. And or unless I'm wrong, but that's what I read. What I read is that the samples run through the analog circuitry, and that's a really great thing. I mean, you can't get better than that. You know, you're getting all your sounds going out the, you know, analog circuitry. Can't get better than that. You know, it's 8 voices, 8 channels. It's a good stuff. You know. What else? What else? Oh, what else? Been hearing some people saying that, and that this is the thing that I get kind of, I don't get mad or I don't get pissed off, but I worry because there's other producers that, because now the trend is to tell you that you can't, like, why are you mixing your own music? Why are you mastering your own music? You don't need to mix your own music. Oh, you don't need to master all your own music. Why would you say, like, why would you put limitations on people when people want to learn whatever they want to learn? I don't care about what people say about you can't, if you're making music, you can't mix. You know, you will always be depending on somebody else. Yeah, I understand sometimes you need, you know, but I'm not a famous person to be worrying about letting somebody else do the mixing for me. I ain't got no money to pay somebody else to come and mix my stuff, you know, and this is the problem. So they want you to be mediocre and put out your music more mediocre, like, oh, don't mix your stuff, and then when you put your shit out there and don't sound good, nobody takes you seriously, right? So, you know, if you want to mix, learn how to mix. Learn how to make your music sound better, at least a little bit. At least get in the ballpark. It doesn't have to be perfect, but at least get in the ballpark. If you make your own, let's say your own little demo tape, at least you make your own little demo tape and it sounds decent, you know? And don't listen to people who tell you, you don't need to learn how to mix. You don't need to learn how to master. You don't need to, like they say, you don't need a synthesizer. You can do everything in the computer. But they don't understand that, you know. Exactly, Georgies. You know, if you don't know how to mix your own music, how you expect people to listen to you? If you give somebody something to listen to, you give them like a little, send them an MP3 or send them a link to your music, and they sit down and listen to it. And I'm telling you by my own experience, right? I did this. I sent people links to my stuff that didn't sound good, or they weren't at least a little bit decently mixed, and when I send it to them, they didn't even have an opinion because it sound bad. They'll pause it. Like as soon as that, but let's say you made that song and you didn't take care of the bass, you didn't take care of the certain frequencies, you didn't make sure that you know, that you didn't boost something too much, or that you didn't attenuate some other frequencies down, and make sure everything sits very nicely in the mix, you know, or apply, you know, gain staging. At least gain staging is very important. Just with gain staging, you don't need to do that much anyways. If you do great gain staging, you're good. I mean, you're good. If everything's sitting well, if you're using the right amount of instruments, you'll be set. Now, difficult mixing comes in when there's more instrumentation. And the more instrumentation, the more mixing tricks you have to do to make that fit. But, you know, you can't listen to people when they tell you, focus on the what's the thing they were saying? Focus on the song and how you want the concept of the song. Hey, man, we know that. We're gonna do the concept of the song and we're gonna record the concept. But after recording the concept, I want that song to sound good. So don't be telling people not to learn how to mix, gain stage, all those things, because it doesn't work like that. You know, you're telling them to make garbage and put out garbage all the time. You know, and you know we wanna be better. We don't wanna be worse. You know, and I'm not the best neither. You know, I'm just saying from what I've learned. So I have, you know, what I did. I was mixing with these headphones. These are the worst headphones to use for mixing. when everybody else on the internet has made videos of how great the DT770s are for mixing, that's bad for mixing. These headphones are not for mixing. They're for tracking. They're for when you're recording your vocals, the sound of your monitoring doesn't filter inside your microphone. That's what they're made for. They're not made for any fucking mixing. I'm sorry about the F word, but they're not made for mixing. And I didn't know that. These are made for mixing. These are made for mixing and mastering. These ones right there. These ones are there you go. The HD 490 Pros. They're not, they're a little bit more expensive. There you go, HD 490 Pro. They're a little bit more expensive, but these are for mixing, and it will show you. It will show you what you're doing, and the same. Oh, and the same with with your monitors, right? Get a good pair of monitors. Say Echo is giving you bad habits. What? Yeah. Yeah, that's the problem. My mixes, this is what happening. I was making this thing, and this thing, the problem with these ones, they are V-shaped. They're V-shaped like this. No, but backwards like this, right? When you see your equalizer, that's how they're shaped, right? And what happens when you mix with these ones? You end up doing this, right? And when you play your music, there's no bass when you play your music back. There's no bass, there's no highs, and there's a shit ton of mid, but not the good mid. Talking about 1K mids around that area, very bad. 1K to 500 hertz. And then my mixes were sounding so bad, I had to, every single day that I made a beat, I would have to get out of here, go with my phone, go in the car, play it in the car. It didn't sound right, come back inside, use the same monitoring that I have and try to get it back where it goes. And I would never sit right, well, back outside, never sit right. And you keep fighting it and fighting it and fighting it, and you will never get your mix to sound good, Yeah, well, because the Yamaha NS10s, they show you the truth. So the more the more truthful your monitoring system is, the better you're gonna mix. So then these people, they tell you, don't worry about mixing. You don't need to mix. You don't need to learn how to mix. Why you put your time on learning how to mix? Bro, you need to mix. If you're producing your music at home, you need to have good monitoring. You need at least headphones, at least really good headphones, good monitoring, great interface, good interface. There's good interfaces for really cheap out there. $300 will get you in the ballpark. $1,000 will get you good monitors, and I'm sorry, that's what it takes. So if you don't have money for monitors, then buy a good interface and buy a really good pair of headphones and work with that until you have the money for a good pair of monitors for your home. But don't listen to the people that say you don't need to learn how to mix. You need to understand what's happening in your music. And yeah, the concepts are something important, but if you're in this game, if you're a musician, you have to have a musician mindset. Unless you have money, to pay for people to do your stuff. If you have the money to go pay a engineer at a studio, because you're gonna have to pay for studio time, and the engineer is gonna get paid too. So you're gonna pay for the studio time and the engineering. So whatever, I'm getting like over my head with this, because I never worked on those spaces. So I'm just I only worked here at my own home studio. And what I've learned is this: yes, you need to learn how to mix your stuff, at least. And if you want to master your stuff, master it too. Learn how to do that. It's you can find a good pair of used NS10s for 450 to 550, and amp for them for 200 or 600 bucks. Yeah, that would be great. I don't know if I can put more monitors in here, but that would have been a great choice. And and you can A/B from your current monitors to the NS10s and vice versa, but I don't know. There's so much misinformation out there. There's a lot of fake stuff out there too. There's a lot of people that don't want the best for you, and you have to be careful with those things. Yeah, there's a lot of mess out there. But anyways, I think that was it. That was the last thing I was thinking of today that got me thinking. And I wanted to say, to the people that hear me out there, or to the people that don't understand maybe. Yeah, damn, this DAW just crashed. But I'm gonna let you guys go. You have a great night. I don't even know how this crazy sound I got over here, right? Mackie Big Knob. I bought a Tony Black a few years ago. Yeah, the Big Knob. That's the monitor switch, huh? Yeah, that sounds like a good idea. If you have too many monitors. Yeah, bro. Yeah. Wish me luck. Wish us luck. Well, we'll be praying, and hopefully everything will be fine. It's just a little bit nerve-wracking, It's just part of it. It's life. I have to deal with it. Whoa. Hey, that's my green screen. What are you doing? There you go. What else on my mind? There's nothing new on the internet. Everybody knows about everything already. No new synthesizers. Let me see. New synthesizer. Just before I go, and then I'll leave you guys. What is new? What is that? There's no new synthesizers. Let's see. More on news. Let's see what's here. Arturia Pigments. New instrument on Michigan Synthworks. MSW 820. What is that? Get out of the way. I don't know. What is that? What is that? This one? What is that? This one? They're gonna roll uninspired. I don't know what that is. Looking to buy a telepathic instruments or kit. What is that? Oh, that's that thing right there. What else is here? The root synth pop. Excavator 3D. Blah blah blah. More blah blah blah. 7 synth we can wait for. I can't wait for mine. Moog Mavis. There's nothing else. There's nothing new out there. Let me see. New synthesizer news. There's a couple of websites out here. Synthopia, Synthanami. Let me see what is in here. Korg iWave Station. That's for the peoples on the iPads. Teenage Engineering. Arturia Pigments. What is this? Hampshire Electronics Vulcan and 8-voice analog polysynth in Eurorack module. That's great right there for the Eurorack people. You get a polyphonic synthesizer. There's an update to the Nordlead 2 and Endorphins 2. What? I don't know. There's an opinion piece. FL Studio Web, popular digital workstation arrives. What? FL Studio Web. Huh. You got FL Studio in a browser now. That's crazy. That is crazy, ladies and gentlemen. What else we have? EMW WCSX hybrid desktop synthesizers with 3 oscillators now with transient samples. What is this? It has a tiny, damn, this is, if you wear glasses, you're messed up with this one. This is so little. Look at that. What a tiny, well, it has 3 oscillators, but I guess it's, look at, that's tiny, bro. Oh well. All right, so waves, tangible, a PPG Wave 2 Inspire Wave 2 polysynths for AE modular. So you got a modular PPG. There you go. A new modular PPG for the modular guys. Synth Master 1. What is that? That's VST. Hardware. Small, what? Open source hackable analog module synthesizer. Hackable. Huh. That sounds very interesting right there. What is that? Look at that, guys. There's enough 2 oscillators. You see, you can do a lot with 2 oscillators, ladies and gentlemen. Hardware. That's for programming. Synthesizer. Tweak bench synths and effect plugins are back after almost 20 year hiatus. I don't know. I don't even know who they are. Zoom Live Track 12, get the digital mixer Multivix 29% off. Ooh, let me see. You know, that's the other thing about the MPC. I was thinking about getting the newer MPC version because it handles multi-track better than the Live 2. Probably it will get my whole rig. I will hook up my whole rig to that. You know, I got right now 16, 17, 18, 19, 20 channels. And somebody said, Ave McCree said that, Mr. DJ Av McCree said that it can handle, he told me that it can handle up to 24 channels. I don't know about that. Well, with the MPC older version, I use 8 tracks of my M Audio Air 18214 and it crackles all the way, crackling. So it doesn't have a great thing. And then the rest, there's no news, guys. Everything is pretty much the same. Manifold research, Antelope, experimental rhythms, audio processing. Who knows what that is? And what is this? Herbs and Stones, soft memo. There's nothing else, guys. Pretty much. Mixology, expressive. The other thing I'm waiting for is an IntelliGel tabletop mixer. I forget the name of it, and it's coming soon. What's the name of it? Jelly Mix, Intelligent Jelly Mix, Jelly Mix. These are the electronauts talking about intelligent. Let's look at the pictures of it right quick. You see, this is the thing right here, man. You see, it has a gain. It has auxiliary ins A and B, so you can mess around with the. You see that? That's beautiful right there. That will take 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You can get 5 synthesizers in here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 synthesizers in here. Very nice. I want this just to have because I've been making my music lately like the way you make a live jam. So what I'm doing is I'm mixing with the boxes. So I'm taking the same, I'm doing like the same thing you would do with the mixer inside of the DAW, but instead of mixing with the DAW, you're using your boxes and making sure you're mixing it well. And you just do like a 2-track and then finish the 2-track and let's go. I'm trying, that's what I've been doing lately. And then I'm running everything through the Mackie mixer and then into the Behringer 369. And then I do the capture on the DAW and add another limiter after that. And that's pretty much it. Pretty much it. This is very interesting for me right here. I like the way this looks. Right there, baby. And I don't know, probably like $500-600 maybe, that thing. These people are expensive. All right, folks. Solid Company, I have a few of their modules. Yes, I heard that their modules are great. I heard the modules are very good. Yeah, what else can I say, guys? This is it's an incredible. I'm gonna go. It's 2:40 a.m. and I gotta hit the sack. Tomorrow is another day. I gotta go to work. All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much. I'll see you next time. Let's start with this craziness over here. Who knows what this? Good night. Yeah, let's go.